Greetings, children of the screen, your friendly neighborhood nerd scum here once again, and wanted to take a minute today to talk to you guys about DC Comics. So, have you guys noticed that DC Comics is, a mess right now? Turns out they're even bigger, in a bigger mess than we even thought. It's one thing to give your two flagship characters to writers who don't care about the fan base and don't care about the continuity, and they're just going to tell their story no matter what, even if it, basically ruins the character or your entire publishing line. But today we received a notice from DC Comics that I'm going to read to you right now. So, realtors, please be advised that DC will be providing replacement copies of Superman number 14 and Supergirl number 33. Due to an advanced production schedule, the covers for both issues ultimately did not reflect the content of this story. Replacement copies with new covers will be provided at no cost to realtors. Realtors who receive copies of Superman 14, main and variant editions, or Supergirl 33, main and variant editions, are asked to destroy them when they arrive in stores. The replacement copies of Superman number 14, main edition, have a new cover by Ivan Reyes and Joe Produo, I think. Sorry, you guys know I'm not great with names. This, as well as the variant edition replacement copies, are scheduled to arrive in stores on August 28 with the Year of the Villain branding on the covers. The replacement copies for Supergirl will be arriving on August 21st. And and they're also saying that because of these changes, people will probably really be wanting these books, but we can't give them to them. So, in case you guys didn't catch it, they're saying that the covers don't reflect what's in the book. Now, we're used to that at this point as comic book fans. 99% of the time, the cover has little to nothing to do with what you're going to see in the story inside. But what happened here is that the cover is for a story arc that's not going on right now. So either Bendis drastically altered the numbering of his issues or something due to DC editorial. You know what? It doesn't really matter. You're DC and it's your flagship character, and somehow you just missed that the covers you were printing on thousands of books wasn't for the story that's in the book. I know that Superman has editors on it. I know the book does. I know that Supergirl has editors on it as well. So, what the hell, guys? What the hell? Also, they're asking us to destroy them. That's one thing that's totally insane. They're not just asking us to return them, and then they'll send us new copies. They want us to destroy them, which I'm so baffled on. The only thing I can think of is that DC is asking us directly to destroy them because they know that if basically they don't want a Batman Damned on their hands, where DC is we're not going to put out any more of those, and you shouldn't sell them. And then Diamond was like, hey guys, it's a mandatory recall. If you don't send all of your books of Batman Damned back, then you're going to be hit with huge fines. And then the next week they started selling copies of Batman Damned in the CGC coffin for $100 a piece. Yeah, that's why Diamond actually called the recall when there was no recall. And I feel like that there's only two things. Either DC's doing it so they don't have that situation on their hands, or there's something more wrong with these books that they don't want us to know about. It is interesting, and I don't want to read too heavily into this, but the title, or the heading, the font on the Superman book, it does say The Last Temptation of Lois Lane. So, with all the stuff DC's been pulling ever since Batman Damned, I don't really know what the real deal is. I will tell you this, when those issues come in, I will definitely be flipping through them and making notes. And then when the replacements come in, I will also be flipping through them and making notes. Of course, I'm not going to read a Brian Michael Bendis Superman book because because it's garbage. And no, I'm not going to. There's no point. There's no point in doing it whatsoever. But I'm definitely going to see if there are any differences, because this is a weird situation and I'm confused by it and I don't really know what to think. And at the end of the day, it's just so heartbreaking because, 2 years ago we were like in the middle of Rebirth, and like people who never read DC books were reading DC books, and like sales were doing good, and like even though people weren't totally happy with Tom King's Batman, even it was still selling decently. And then now we're oh my god, we're back in the weeds. We're back in the New 52 weeds, where everything is gritty and dark, and we're doing the Year of the Villain as opposed to Forever Evil, with the same like variant cover villains, like one shot thing. We're just not doing the point 2, point 3, and all that shit. So yeah, man, guys, DC Comics is a mess. And if you were eagerly anticipating Superman 33 or Supergirl number 14, it looks like you're going to have to wait a little bit longer. Right on, guys. Thank you for joining me for this. There is a comicbook.com article on this. I won't read it because comicbook.com is garbage, but feel free if you want some more information to check it out. And if you like this video, please leave a like and share it with some friends. Also, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe and hit that little button down at the bottom, the bell, so you can get updates on all my further content. Thank you very much, children on the screen. Hope you have a good one. Nerds come out.